RealAgriculture.com is proud to present coverage of the 20th anniversary of Canada's Outdoor Farm Show in Woodstock, Ontario.
We're here with AGCO Fuse Technologies, Jason O'Flanagan. And Jason, you just finished a presentation on Fuse Technologies and really talking about all the technology and data and information that's out there in farming today. And how do you bring that together? How do you make it work for farmers? Tell us a little bit about Fuse Technology.
Well, Fuse is a strategy, it's not necessarily a product. But all the products that we have are going to be working with Fuse with a direction for the future. For example, our Ag Command product was designed with Fuse in mind, as was the AutoGuide 3000. But it'll take a few years for us to get the rest of our technology to integrate well with our equipment, because our equipment is a consolidation of several different companies that were brought together under the AGCO banner. So we've got a couple of years where we're going to actually start consolidating and getting everything onto the same platform and the same language, English or German or French. We'll get it all onto the same language, which will be CAN, and then we'll be working with the Ag Gateway group and the AEF group to make sure that we have industry compatibility across all brands, so that we can have products that work not only with our vehicles and our machines, but with everything in the marketplace. So
the big challenge out there is, so many different products, so many different machines, so much different technology, and they don't all talk to each other, right?
Oh yes, they don't all talk to each other. One of the big things that we have the problem with at the moment is that while everything says it's ISO compatible, it may actually not be ISO compatible, because there are several ways to do several things within ISO which restrict the ability to work with other manufacturers. The AEF group is going to start enforcing a standardized method of communications between different machines, and that will allow us to get onto the same platform so everything does talk together. And the Ag Gateway group is going to do the same thing with data transfer and data files.
Now, you talked about the difference between user-friendly and intuitive.
Oh yes.
And it's always nice to make user-friendly equipment and technology, but intuitive really brings it to another level.
Yeah, there is a big difference between user-friendliness and intuitiveness. User-friendliness can guide you through many menus to get to where you need to go, because all the pictures look all right and they take you where you need to be, but you're 12 menus deep in a system when you really only need one menu to do it. That's where intuitive comes in. If the system is intuitive, then you don't need to make a lot of settings changes to the machine. The machine can make the setting changes it needs to, knowing that you've changed varieties in the field that you're combining, or knowing that you've pulled into a field with the disc on the back of your machine, and it pulls up all the way lines associated with that disc, so you don't have to do it. Intuitiveness is making farming a lot easier with the technology we have, because a lot of the technology that's in the marketplace right now may do everything you need it to do, but it's not exactly the easiest way that you need to get it done.
Now, tell me about working with other equipment manufacturers. How is that going to work? Do you see that as a challenge, or how is it going to work?
Everybody does it the way that they think is best, and everyone's going to stand there and say the way they do it is the way it needs to be done. But we're going to be working with those, like I mentioned, the AEF group and the Ag Gateway group, to make sure that there's a standardized method for the communications between those. And so you'll have a better way to do it, but the transfer of the data between them will always be the same or constant. So we can actually move things around, because to be honest, worldwide, no one has a pure fleet. Everyone has a bit of equipment that came from somewhere else. So you want to be able to make it best for the customer, so they can use all the equipment they have, or buy what's best in class or best in technology at the particular time, without hindering their operation in the future.
Final question, when might we see something tangible? When we roll the farm?
Oh, the $1 million question, when the tangible stuff shows up. Fuse is actually running right now in, like I said, AutoGuide 3000 and the Ag Command product, and also Ag Control, which is on our regular 700s. But to see a tangible change will come when we start getting our common electronic architecture across our entire fleet, which will start with our combines next year, and that's when you'll start to see great leaps and bounds in the technology that we offer and the intuitiveness that we provide to our customers.
Well, we'll watch with interest. Thanks for your time.
Excellent. Thank you very much.